welcome to a book haul. All right, don't mind the bookshelves. I've been sadly packing up some books. I've been leaving out some that I think I might get to, which, yeah, whatever. So yeah, there's a little bit of disorder going on. But anyway, a while back, maybe a week or so ago, I went to the bookstore and I only bought a couple of things, but since going to the bookstore, I've also gotten some books in the mail that I forgot that I ordered. I got my book of the month box for March, where I did order 2 things because I couldn't decide what I wanted. And yeah, I just wanted to, I know I said in my goals for the year video that I would just do a gigantic book haul later in the year of all the books I've accumulated, but I have this right now and I kind of want to talk about them. So that's what we're gonna do. And then also I went to the library and randomly filmed everything I got from the library in my kitchen. So at the end of this book haul, I'll throw in the footage of my library haul as well. Without further ado, let's get into the books. So first up, I will show you the 2 books that I did end up getting at the bookstore. So funnily enough, the book that I went into the bookstore to get is actually a children's picture book. And it is actually written by the owner of the bookstore that I went to, and it's called Stretch Like Scarlet. And the reason that I wanted to grab this is because my husband and I will be moving from this area soon, and we like to get little souvenirs and memorabilia from the stores and the shops and everything that we really enjoyed while we were there. So for the bookstore, there is actually, the owner of the bookstore owns this cute little dog named Scarlet. She's a shelter dog. She's like kind of old and crusty. And she wrote a book about her, and I wanted to just, you know, get a book to memorialize the cute little bookstore dog with. But like, this is kind of what it looks like on the inside. If I could turn a page, that'd be great. So yeah, it's just really sweet. We wanted something to remember Scarlet by because she's a precious little angel. So I grabbed that. And then the book that I didn't go in to get, but I got anyway, is, I just think this is the coolest cover ever. This is Man-Made Monsters by Andrea L. Rogers. I love this color concept. I love this like shiny heart on this like buttery cover. I hardly ever buy new release hardbacks, but this was calling to me. The font, like everything about it is so cool. Also, when you take off the dust jacket, it's still cool. Look at it. And like the inside, and then it also has illustrations. So this is a short story collection written by an indigenous person. I think she is Cherokee, I want to say. Yes, she is Cherokee. And well, I'll just read the blurb in here because this is going to describe it better than me. So this is a YA debut. Horror fans will get their thrills in this collection, from werewolves to vampires to zombies. All the time-worn horror baddies are there. But so are predators of a distinctly American variety. The horrors of empire, of intimate partner violence, of dispossession. And so too the monsters of Roger's imagination that draw upon long-told Cherokee stories of deer women, fantastical sea creatures, yes, and more. So this is a collection of short stories, and it follows an extended Cherokee family across the centuries, from the tribe's homelands in Georgia to World War I, the Vietnam War, our own present, and well into the future. So it's like short stories, but connected, which I am finding that I really enjoy. Like I said, it has illustrations in it. Look at the frog. Anyway, I thought it was a beautiful book and I wanted to grab it, so I did. So that is the books that I got from the bookstore. Now we'll go on to the 2 books that I picked for book of the month. The first one I grabbed is The Adventures of Amina Al-Sirafi by Shannon Chakraborty. I think I pronounced her name right. Anyway, look at the cover. It's stunning. She's beautiful. I love, like, even the back of it. I was really excited when I saw this was a book of the month pick. I don't do book of the month every month. I'll be honest, I forgot to pause my subscription for a while. I meant to and I forgot, but it all worked out because now I have this. All I know is that this is about a pirate, and I love pirates. Pirates is like one of my favorite things ever. I've never read from this author before. I know a lot of people love her from the City of Brass series, which I am interested in, but you know, I haven't read it yet, so here we are. Oh, it's the first in a trilogy. Cool. Magic and mayhem on the high seas in this tale of pirates and sorcerers, forbidden artifacts and ancient mysteries, and one woman's determined quest to seize a final chance at glory and write her own legend. That sounds so perfect for me. I love pirates. I love anything that has water in it, aquatic horror, aquatic fantasy, water, and monsters and just anything. And like I said, this cover, sorry, that was aggressive. I came at you really fast, but like, she's so pretty. She's so pretty. So yeah, I'm really excited about that. And then my add-on that I went ahead and treated myself to is Lone Women by Victor LaValle. I really, really, really like Victor LaValle. I've only read one of his books, but I also have a copy of The Changling. It didn't come with its dust jacket, which is unfortunate, but I do have oh, she's dusty. I do have a copy of The Changling, which I am very interested in reading as well. I think my mom read this and really liked it. Wow. Part 4 is something else. Anyway, like I said, I really enjoyed what I have read of his, which is The Ballad of Black Tom. And honestly, just reading that one book, I'm just like, you can probably do no wrong. But this sounded really cool. This is his newest release. So I'll just read the top blurb because with anything, but especially thrillers, mystery, and horror, I like to go in pretty blind. So this says, a woman with a past, a mysterious trunk, a town on the edge of nowhere, and a bracing new vision of the American West. That sounds fantastic. Like I said, this is one of those authors that I just trust when they come out with a new book. So I don't really need to read about it to know that I'm going to pick it up. That's, you know how you have those authors? This is one of those authors. That is Lone Women by Victor LaValle. And then I have like 3 more things here. So this is just like the mail stuff that I forgot about. First thing I'll mention is actually a zine that I got in the mail. This is from, I'll link her Etsy down below, but this is from Muchachafanzine. This is Collective Care. So this is a zine about collective care and transformative justice and getting involved with your community. I think we need more of this. In our lives, and I'm really I've already flipped through it and have found some things that I want to like write on post-it notes and just paste all over my house. But there's art in here, there's poetry, and there's like short essays and just clips and stuff. I am really happy to have this. There's like collages in here as well. So yes, I'm happy to have this and to read this and learn more about collective care. So we have that. She has other zines as well with a lot of themes of decolonization, and you should definitely check out her Etsy. She has a lot of good stuff. The other 2 things that I got in the mail, I don't really know why I did this because I don't know when I'm going to read this because it's huge, but it's this. I grabbed The Priory of the Orange Tree by Samantha Shannon. I haven't read anything by her before. I know people love this book. I also have The Bone Season, which is on my 23 and 23 list because I was like, I'll read this series of hers before I commit to this giant book. And then I bought this too. I don't know what's wrong with me, but it's beautiful and now I have it. That's the first step to reading it, is owning it, right? I don't know a lot about this. I think there's a map in here as well. Yes, there's a map. And there's another map. And some illustrations, which I love. I have heard that there's not a lot of dragon going on in this book, which is disappointing since there's a dragon on the cover. I'm really aggressive with showing y'all these covers. I am so sorry. There is a dragon on the cover. I love dragons, and I've heard that the dragon doesn't really play a big part in this. Anyway, oh, am I really gonna have to pronounce these fantasy names out loud? Okay, hold on. Oh Lord, okay. I'm not gonna try and pronounce all of this out loud. Okay, the queen must conceive a daughter to protect her realm from destruction. Assassins are getting close to her door. We have a lady in waiting, loyal to a hidden society of mages. Ooh, I like that. Across the dark sea, we have someone else training to be a dragon rider since she was a child, but is forced to make a choice that could see her life unravel. Notice how I am avoiding saying all of these people's actual names. The divided east and west refuse to parley, and forces of chaos are rising from their sleep. Okay, cool. I like it. I feel like I'm going to enjoy this. I'm just scared because I haven't read a big book since reading The Stand, and that was 2 years ago. So I'm a little scared, but I have it, and she's gorgeous, so it doesn't matter. And the final book I have to talk about is The Seep by Chana Porter. Once again, beautiful cover. One of the reasons, well, I grabbed this for a few reasons. Part of it is I've never read anything by her before, and she has a book coming out this year. I forget what it's called, but I'll put it right here. That I'm very interested in, and I'm kind of like, maybe I should read something by her before I like hop on this next book that's coming out. I think we're following a trans woman. Yes, Trina, a 50-year-old trans woman whose life is irreversibly altered in the wake of a gentle but nonetheless world-changing invasion by an alien entity called the Seep. Through the Seep, everything is connected. Capitalism falls, hierarchies and barriers are broken down. If something can be imagined, it is possible. So we're in a utopia. Ooh, things happen. Okay, I'm not gonna read all that out loud because, I mean, if you wanna read the rest of the synopsis, you can look it up. I'm not gonna say anything more about it. I like going in fairly blind. I didn't know that there were aliens in this. So that's cool. God, the cover. Okay, anyway. That is my book haul. I'm going to cut to my little library book haul that I did. It's a little more chaotic because it's in the kitchen. But I'm gonna cut over to that, and then I will see y'all back here. We will do a speed through library haul. When I go to the library, it is not necessarily with the intention of reading everything or even anything that I check out. It is to feel like I'm buying things, to collect books without keeping books, I guess. Anyway, the first thing I saw, which was kind of surprising, but you know how in my March TBR, I randomly rolled this? Well, it was at the library. Yes, this is volume 3. They also had the first 2 volumes of it. I don't know what it's about, but I think the color scheme is very appealing. Like I said in my, my March TBR, I don't remember ever putting this on my TBR, but we'll give her a go. And I went ahead and got the volumes 2 and 3 because technically this is what was rolled for my March TBR, but like hopefully I'll like it and we'll just keep going. So that's the manga that I got. I also grabbed this. It was on the new bookshelf and it's called The Romance Recipe. And it is sapphic and sounds like it deals with food, which, you know, I love romances. I love foodie romances. So this says a fiery restaurant owner falls for her enigmatic head chef in this charming emotional romance. I like charming and emotional things. So I've never heard of this author before or this book. Bless you. But we got it. And I've been craving a romance, honestly. So, and it's like, yeah, just under 300 pages. So perfect. Okay. The next 3 books I grabbed, I have never heard of, but I briefly read what they were about and they sounded cool. So these are truly the ones that I'm like, I'm probably not going to read these, but now I've held them, I've touched them. They're on my radar, I guess. And so here we go. First up is Mickey7 by Edward Ashton. And I think this is about a guy who like lives multiple lives. Yeah, Mickey Barnes is an expendable, now on his 7th iteration, living and dying among his fellow colonists on the near uninhabitable ice world of Niflheim. Some consider him immortal, others believe he's a soulless monstrosity. For the past 9 years, he's been deployed for hazardous assignments and subjected to experiments that test the limit of human endurance, his humanity sacrificed for the greater good. So basically, he's a person that keeps getting resurrected to do things. So sounds cool, fairly short. I love the cover. So that is Mickey7. The next thing I grabbed is called The Salt Line by Holly Goddard Jones. I grabbed it because, I mean, that was the spine that was coming at me, and I just basically saw trees, and I was like, oh, trees, cool. But I think this is like literary, not suspense, but I saw the word literary thrown around with this, so I think this is going to be more on the Station 11 side of things. Oh, it's even compared to Station 11. Cool. Yeah, literary dystopian. Gripping story of survival and humanity. I love survival stories. I don't read a lot of them because not a lot of them jump out at me, but I do love survival stories. So the country's borders have receded behind a salt line, a ring of scorched earth that protects its citizens from deadly disease-carrying ticks. A group of adrenaline junkies pay a fortune to tour what's left of nature, no longer held captive by their society's common fear. The group finds themselves at the mercy of deadly ticks and at the center of a murderous plot. I mean, that sounds cool. That sounds interesting. I'd like to believe that I will read this soon, but who knows? But it does sound cool. So that is The Salt Line. And the last thing I grabbed, another book that I've never heard of, is called The Wolves of Winter by Tyrell Johnson. That's what she looks like. It's been blurbed by Blake Crouch. And that's the only author back here that I know. But this is also post-apocalyptic. Also mentions that it's been compared to Station 11, which I've never read Station 11. So I don't know why I'm acting like I know a lot about it. I do own it, but that doesn't mean anything. This captivating tale shows humanity pushed beyond its breaking point and features a heroic young woman who crosses a frozen landscape to find her destiny. Another kind of survival-y sounding thing. So those are the books I grabbed, and there is a fern on the floor beneath me. She just had her dinner and is very happy. And now, bless you. And now she wants her after dinner cuddles because that's her favorite thing to do when she's done eating. All right, y'all. Thank you for tuning in to my little book haul that I have here. If you want to see more from me, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see y'all in my next video. Bye!